Matos Ruiz, Michael Aiden Kelly, Michelle Kamlesh Gandhi, Wendy E. Para, Ishira Garcia, Tracy Ann Marrero, Carmen Lydia Suarez, Carmen Manuela Pinheiro, Jeanette Pandra, Anthony Albertorio, Alero Abigail Okuro, Dana Raquel Bello, Ricardo Jonathan Ordóñez, Marco Antonio Davila, Ivory S. Williams, Victoria Marie Green, Dara Rose Madden, Paula Daniela Pensada, Patrice Madison, Susie Myers, Tony Ann Pedoto, Zidor, Josette Zidor, Mabubul Islam, Antonio.
Return of the Senate to the Democratic Party. And if you read the papers this morning, you know that President Obama, when asking one person to shepherd the nomination of Judge Sonia Sotomayor through to confirmation, he tapped Senator Charles Schumer. We're so honored that he's here and he wants to speak to you. Please join me in welcoming the senior senator from our state, Chuck Schumer.
Thank you, everybody. Congratulations. First, let me apologize for interrupting. I left. I was supposed to be here at noon. There was a big, for those of you from Brooklyn and Queens, there was a big accident on the BQE and we sat for an hour and a half. You know New York, we love it. Anyway, it is my honor to be here and address you. First, to President Travis, who you know once worked for me. Did a very good job. Okay. Second, to the faculty and staff who make John Jay the great institution that it is, one of the best colleges of its kind in America. And third, most of all, to you, class of 2009, John Jay. Now, first, I'd like to announce my class gift. You know, it's hard to pay for college. You know that. If you're poor, the federal government helps you out, and that's a good thing. But what about the middle class? So, I wrote a law that's the president signed a few months ago that will allow every student or family who ever paid for college or graduate school to fully take off $2,500 from their federal taxes next year. Wait, not finished yet. To pay for tuition, provided your family income is below $200,000 a year. who paid for college yourself, or for those of you whose families paid, whose income is below $200,000, make sure you take the deduction. It's a credit, brand new. For those of you above $200,000, who come from families above $200,000, God bless you. I'd like to say a word to the moms and dads out here. You know, I know how you feel. 2 years ago, Iris and I, my wife Iris and I, sat and watched our daughter Jessica come up and take her diploma. It was one of the proudest and most emotional days in our lives. And you think back, if you're a parent, to all the things you went through. We remembered when we rushed Jessica to the hospital when she was 8 months old because she had 106.5 fever and we weren't sure she would make it. We remembered when we put her on the kindergarten bus for the first time and waved goodbye. We remembered when she was a teenager and she didn't talk to us much. When she did, we didn't understand what she was saying. And then, Mom and Dad, you watch your son or daughter come up here, take the diploma, and become an adult before your very eyes. Congratulations to the moms and dads. But now to you, the graduates. You know, you're graduating at an amazing time. In 1988, when most of you were toddlers, the word internet first appeared in print. There was no Google, no websites, no Facebook, no email, no text messaging. In 1993, when many of you started kindergarten, there were 12 websites on the World Wide Web. That's it, 12. Now there are 13 billion. Now what does this mean? Well, you're the first, your parents, your teachers, me, we try to adapt to all this new technology, but we're not very good at it. But you, it's in your bloodstream, it's part of you. So the fact that you're graduating from a great college like John Jay, and the fact that you're fluent in this new technology means even with these difficult times, because we'll get over these, you have tremendous opportunity. And my advice to you is simple. Try to find a job, a profession you love. Now it may take a while, you may make mistakes, but it's worth it. I'll tell you my experience. When I was 14, I had to get a job to help support my family. That's when you could get working papers. And I got a job running something called a Mimeo machine. Now, they know what it is, but you don't. There was a day before Xerox machines. To make a copy, you type up a stencil, put this smelly ink on it, put it on a clunky machine, and crank it. Every time you cranked it once, a copy came out. Well, that summer, I worked in a little 3-foot by 3-foot windowless room at age 14, running the Mimeo machine, and my friends didn't have to get jobs. They were at the beach, playing basketball. Our team at Madison High School wasn't that good. Our motto was, we may be small, but we're slow. And they were trying to pick up girls. At 14, the operative word is try. And here I was. I'd get to work at 9, start cranking that machine. I'd look at my watch at 9:15, 9:30, 9:45. By 10 o'clock, I promised myself I'd get a job where I wasn't bored. So I went to college, and I didn't quite find my way. I tried chemistry, but the solitary life of a scientist wasn't for me, and I didn't think I was smart enough to be a good chemist. I tried English. I wasn't a good enough writer. So I didn't know what I'd do, but I thought back to my freshman week at college. Because what happened then is I thought, how am I going to make it at school? I thought I'd play basketball. I'd try out for the basketball team. And we're at the tryouts, and the coach is calling us up. Number 27, yes, sir. You're Schumer, yes, sir. Oh, you played for Madison, yes, sir. How's Coach so-and-so? He's fine, sir. And he looks at me quizzically. He said, you played forward? I said, yes, sir. He said, how tall are you? I said, I'm 6'1", sir. He said, can you dribble? I said, not that well, sir. He said, go home. He didn't watch me touch a ball. I was distraught. And that night, someone knocks on my door and says, how would you like to join the College Young Democrats? Well, I didn't have a political bone in my body. My mom was a Democrat. My dad was a Republican. But I said, okay, and I got bitten by the bug. I loved working in the campaigns while I was at school. But I didn't think I could do politics as a profession, so I went to law school. Figured I'd do politics as a hobby. Between your second and third year in law school, you go work for a big firm. For many people, it's great, and for me, it was a great opportunity. I got a job from a fancy firm here in Manhattan. They were paying $400 a week, more than my family had ever seen in those days. But I hated it. I was doing deep legal research to try all summer to prevent some wealthy individual who could afford the high fees of that firm from getting indicted. And I thought he was guilty of sin, and I didn't like him much anyway. And I remembered my dad. My dad was an exterminator. He hated his job. My sister once sent him a Father's Day card that said, "Dad, we're the only family that associates the smell of DDT with love." But he hated going to work. And Sunday nights, my brother, sister, and I would hear him pacing the floor. Because he hated going to work the next day. And I said, you know what? I'm not going to repeat Dad's experience. I am not going to do this, even though they're paying me $400 a week. So on the way home from graduation from law school, I told Mom and Dad that I was not going to join the law firm. I was going to run for political office. It was a long shot, I told them, but it was what I loved to do. They were aghast. My mom was particularly disappointed. They struggled, they wanted the best for me. They struggled to send me to college and law school, and they couldn't understand why I was doing this. But I did it. And that summer and fall, I ran for the New York State Assembly, and I had 3 opponents. There was the Machine Party candidate, there was a neighborhood activist, and then there was my mother, who was telling all her friends not to vote for me. So I get this dumb idea of being a politician, as she would say, out of your big, thick head. Well, despite the long odds and despite my mother's best efforts, that November I won the election. I've been an elected official for 35 years, and I love my job. So, graduates of this great class 2009, in conclusion, I've learned in life that there are 2 important tests, more important than any tests you've taken. I call them the Monday morning test and the Friday afternoon test. When you wake up Monday morning, do you feel in the pit of your stomach you really want to go to work? And when you go home Friday afternoon to your family or to whomever you go home, do you say, I want to go home? If you can say yes to both those tests, God has been good to you. Don't complain. So to the class of 2009, it's my hope, my prayer, and my confidence you'll pass both those tests with flying colors. Congratulations. Good luck. Godspeed. You're the greatest.
Though you may find from time to time complications, fight your lip and take the trip. Though there may be that road ahead you cannot step, just move on up. For peace will find into the steeple of beautiful people where there's only one God. So hush my child and don't cry. Your folks might understand you by and by. Move on up and keep on